men and women of the Neworleans Police Department, our partnering agencies in the Sheriff's Department, LSP, our federal partners. They are really out there trying very, very hard and committed to making the public safe, committed to making this Mardigras event a very safe event. And so we want to ensure everybody, we're doing everything that we possibly can to make sure that their safety is paramount and that we're doing something about it.
Well, the border of Turkey and Syria has been struck by another earthquake just 2 weeks after the region was devastated by a larger quake that has killed more than 47,000 people and destroyed hundreds of thousands of homes. Well, the new quake hit just a few hours ago. It had a magnitude of 6.3 and was centered near the southern Turkish city of Antakya. It was felt, though, as far away as Egypt and Lebanon. Well, our correspondent Anna Foster reports from nearby Adana.
This was felt not just across southern Turkey, it was felt down into Lebanon as well and across Syria. It is something that people's reaction to is really quite visceral now. After these first two earthquakes a fortnight ago, when the ground starts to shake, and it does significantly, you can really feel the earth moving. People get up and they move outside. I was in a relatively modern hotel lobby. We watched the chandeliers swinging, but you see that sense of fear in people's faces. They saw what happened here 2 weeks ago and they move immediately outside very quickly. There's a real nervousness. And of course, you could tell by the way the ground was shaking. We really felt it strongly here. So we knew that it was going to be a significant magnitude. Then, of course, everybody is straight onto their phones, their mobile phones, trying to find out what's happened, where the epicenter is, how strong the quake was, checking in on family and friends. I was on so many of my personal WhatsApp groups here in the Middle East with people asking how everybody was, checking that everybody was safe. And now it's a question of trying to work out what damage this latest quake may have caused.
Well, we're trying to all the carbon.
The grave, the official name, we began from the we read when we opened it to you. It's good that we don't have sight, we don't have time to see it. We're in there.
Thank you. See you soon. And we'll follow up the meeting when we talk.
Fox News Alert, actor Alec Baldwin just handed a major win in the legal case over that deadly movie set shooting. The Santa Fe County DA has now dropped the firearms enhancement charge that was originally brought against the actor after he shot and killed the film's cinematographer while rehearsing with a gun. He says he didn't know it was loaded and didn't know it was his job to check. Matt Finn is live in Los Angeles with the breaking details for us. Matt?
Jackie, last month, the Santa Fe District Attorney announced that her office was going to charge Alec Baldwin with involuntary manslaughter in the shooting death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Baldwin was actually hit with 2 involuntary manslaughter charges, one with a firearm enhancement that the DA said could have landed Baldwin in prison for up to 6.5 years if convicted. But now, the New Mexico DA's office confirms to Fox News that the firearm enhancement in the second charge against Baldwin has been dropped, meaning Baldwin could face much less, if any, prison time if convicted. In a statement to Fox News, the New Mexico DA's office writes in part, quote, "In order to avoid further litigious distractions by Mr. Baldwin and his attorneys, the district attorney and the special prosecutor have removed the firearm enhancement to the involuntary manslaughter charges in the death of Helena Hutchins on the Rust film set. The prosecution's priority is securing justice, not securing billable hours for big city attorneys." Now, earlier this month, Baldwin's lawyer successfully filed a motion stating that the enhanced gun charge was unlawful in Baldwin's case because at the time of the fatal shooting in October of 2021, the New Mexico law required that a suspect display a firearm with the intent to intimidate or injure a person, but on the film set, Baldwin is believed to have brandished a gun only for a movie scene, not to intentionally injure anyone. Baldwin's attorney also argued that the current version of the enhanced gun law was not enacted until 7 months after Baldwin's shooting. Jackie.
All right. Matt Finn for us on those breaking details in Santa Fe, New Mexico. Thanks, Matt. As families in eastern Ohio demand answers over that toxic train disaster, Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg has finally taken action. He wrote a letter to Norfolk Southern Railroad, accusing it of putting profit over security and safety, demanding the support of families affected in that disaster area. But nearly 3 weeks since all this happened, and Secretary Buttigieg is yet to visit East Palestine, sparking calls from critics for his resignation. Congressman John Garamendi of the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee is standing by with more on the political fallout. But first, Lucas Tomlinson is live in East Palestine, Ohio. And Lucas, residents there are reporting headaches and also other symptoms.
That's right, Jackie. Just a wide range of emotions here on the ground in East Palestine, as you can imagine. Many people just don't trust what the government and Norfolk Southern is telling them. Now, here's Kayla Miller, who lives just 3 miles south of here in Negley, Ohio.
We're not getting any of that help, and honestly, it's not even the financial part of it. That's not going to fix this, but it's just kind of the principle of it. Some of us have closer addresses than some of them with the same zip code.
Norfolk Southern has been handing out $1,000 checks, but only to people in the East Palestine zip code only. As you just heard from Kayla, she thinks some people are being forgotten and left behind. This as cleanup efforts continue here in town after that massive derailment less than a mile from where I'm standing over 2 weeks ago. Some residents have appreciated what Norfolk Southern is doing to compensate them. Others remain angry. Now, not everyone in this small town of 4,700 is scared, Jackie, or even feeling sick. We spoke to the head of the youth basketball program here in town. He says he had to cancel a basketball tournament here over the weekend, robbing kids of a chance to compete, kids that have been back in school here in person for a week now.
Our sports program in East Palestine has had a series of cancellations that have drastically affected our sports program. We had a series of tournaments that bring in a ton of revenue for our district.
How much?
About $40,000. That was canceled because of the hysteria around this whole event, because no teams wanted to come to East Palestine.
The state of Ohio and HHS are opening up a free medical clinic that opens here in town tomorrow. Jackie?
A lot of questions about those $1,000 checks. Does it preclude them from suing in the future, come with some sort of conditions? We'll have to follow that. All right, Lucas Tomlinson for us. Bill.
We've been told it doesn't.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Breaking news along the Turkish-Syrian border. We told you last hour that there was a magnitude 6.3 earthquake, brought down buildings, sparked panic in that same area that was devastated by that massive earthquake 2 weeks ago. Today's quake was reportedly felt as far away as Israel and Egypt. It was followed by an aftershock. That was a big one, too, measuring 5.8. We just got new video showing people out in the streets trying to get to open areas away from buildings, along with reports of people being trapped inside buildings. Syrian media and Turkish officials are reporting several injuries, but so far we don't have any word of deaths connected to this newest earthquake. We will keep you posted. Let me ask you about another thing we just learned about in the last hour or so. Word that the New Mexico DA has dropped the gun enhancement charge against Alec Baldwin, the actor for the fatal Rust shooting. What could that ultimately mean for the case and for his defense?
Well, number one, it eliminates a mandatory minimum sentence, an enhancement that would have been a minimum of 5 years. Now his maximum is going to be 18 months. And I just have to say, as an editorial, this is a case that the state investigated for over a year. Nobody thought to check whether or not the statute that provided for the 5-year mandatory minimum was enacted after the shooting occurred. It's just one more piece of evidence to me, and I've tried to be neutral on this. This is one case. I don't think I can. It's just one more misstep by the state. And their spokesperson said, hey, we dropped this because the defense is litigious. I got news for you. All defenses are litigious. Any prosecutor out there would agree with me. You never, ever drop a charge because the defense is litigious. You drop it because you don't think you can prove it anymore or you don't think it's valid anymore. Not because the defense is putting up a strong defense. That's no reason to drop a charge.
Danny Savalos, always good to have you. Thank you so much.